Chapter 10. The Age of Machines. Introduction to the chapter. The discovery of metals like copper and iron has greatly revolutionized man's life. The stone tools of early man were replaced by those of copper and later by iron. Iron is much stronger than copper. Tools made of iron like axes, plows, etc., have made man's life much easier. Man became a skilled farmer, carpenter, etc., in due course of time. He could chop trees, clear forests, and turn the land into farms. The progress to make better tools was slow and took thousands of years. Today, man has invented many efficient machines which help in every field. Metal tools. Copper was the first metal discovered by man. It changed the lifestyle of man. Early men used copper to make better, stronger and more useful tools and weapons. Still later, he discovered other metals like tin and lead. He also discovered a new metal, bronze. Bronze was a mixture of tin and copper. Early men used bronze for making tools, implements, utensils, etc. After some years, iron was discovered. Man found iron to be harder than copper and bronze. He began to make tools like axes, plows, hammers, etc. With these implements and tools, forests could be cleared easily. Plowing of land and cultivation of crops also become easy. Now, man became a skilled hunter, farmer, potter and ironsmith. Steam engine. Steam engine was invented by James Watt in 1769. It proved to be the greatest turning point in the life of man. James Watt was a Scottish engineer. At that time, coal mines in England used to get filled with rainwater. Mining could not be done until the water was pumped out. This required the powerful pump. The power of steam was already known, but this power had to be controlled and harnessed in proper manner. With the help of steam engine, a pump could now be used. James Watt's steam engine led to the invention of railway engines. George Stephenson, a British engineer, invented the railway engine in 1814. He is known as the father of the railway. The first public passenger train in the world was drawn on 27 September 1825 by Stephenson's locomotion number 1. Gradually, petrol and diesel were used to run cars, buses and trucks. Powerful engines for railways, ships and aeroplanes also run using petrol and diesel as fuel. Industrial Revolution. It began in early 19th century in England. The steam engine made it possible to run big machines. Now the work of man and animals was done by the machines. Goods could be produced in large quantities now. Their quality was good and they were cheaper in price. All this led to the factory system. People started working in the factories and production increased. The change from handmade goods to machine-made goods was a big revolution in the life of man. This was known as Industrial Revolution. Mass production. With the coming of machine age, the entire method of producing things underwent a great change. Earlier, all parts of an article were made by a craftsman, one by one, with his hands. But all this changed, we had the machine at its disposal. There is an interesting story about an ironsmith who used to make rifles in his small workshop. One day, he received an order of about 10,000 rifles to be supplied within a given time. People were surprised and were curious to know how he would make so many rifles in such a short time. He carefully prepared the design and model of a rifle. Then he prepared the molds to make various parts. Different parts were made by other blacksmiths separately. On assembling these parts, the rifles were ready. All the rifles were exactly of the same size and quality. This was the beginning of mass production. Mass production means the system of using machines to make the same kind of things in a large number. Mass production led to the setting up of big factories where things could be produced in large quantities profitably. Machines and factories have brought about such a great change in man's life that it has been called the Industrial Revolution. Sources of energy. Food for the machines is the power that make the work. This power is derived from coal, mineral oil, electricity, and other sources. Collectively, all of them are called sources of energy. Coal. Coal was the first and most important fuel to be used in machines in a large scale. Coal is found deep under the Earth's surface. It was made millions of years ago from the dead plants buried under the earth. Initially, coal deposits were found almost on the Earth's surface, but due to their constant use, the coal mines became deeper and deeper. However, people have now realized that such indiscriminate use of coal will exhaust in the reserves. This had led to the discovery of alternative sources of energy. Mineral oil. It is liquid fuel found below the Earth's surface. It is another source of energy. It was discovered accidentally in America in 1857. The mineral or crude oil is drilled and refined to get kerosene, petrol, gasoline, diesel and other oil-related products. Daimler, a German scientist, invented an engine which was ran on petrol. It was then developed to be used in motor cars. With new inventions, many vehicles running on petrol were introduced. Later, another German engineer, Rudolf Diesel, invented an engine which ran on another variety of mineral oil which was cheaper than petrol. This oil was called diesel after the name of engineer. Heavy trucks, railway engines, pump sets, etc. run on diesel. The deposits of mineral oil are also limited. The rate at which mineral oil is being consumed all over the world shows that the oil reserves may soon be exhausted. Electricity. It was discovered by a man in Netherlands who developed a toy called Leyden jar. It consisted of a wire that dipped in the water of the jar. The other wire was outside the jar. When two wires were joined together, they produced a spark. Sometimes, it also produced a mild shock instead of sparks. This toy was very popular. Benjamin Franklin was an American scientist. He wanted to prove that the charge generated by friction in the Leyden jar was same as the charge generated by lightning in a thunderstorm. He made a paper kite and flew it high in the sky during lightning and thunderstorm. He attached a strong wire to his kite. The other end of the wire was tied to a key. When the lightning occurred, he touched the key and experienced a shock. This proved that lightning is a build-up static electricity. In 1800, an Italian scientist Alessandro Volta discovered the first battery which produces small amounts of electricity. Later, engineers made new machines which generated amounts of electricity. These were termed as generators. Electricity can be produced in number of ways. It is produced from coal, mineral oil or gas. New sources of energy. With the increase of population, our sources of energy like coal, gas, oil, etc. are getting exhausted very fast. Scientists are trying to find other sources of energy that will last forever and will not damage our environment. These are called the renewable sources of energy, such as the solar energy. In a windmill, the power of the wind is used as a source of energy. These sources of energy will never exhausted. They are also better because they do not pollute the atmosphere. In villages, people use cow dung to generate energy. Gobar gas plants are becoming popular in villages to generate energy for lighting, cooking, and other purposes. The atomic energy or nuclear energy is also being used to produce electricity and to run machines.